G'day folks, Paul, Perth FourbeeFour Adventures. Now, before I get underway and tell you where we are and what we're doing today, I have to put out an official apology. Just to make it appear all sincere and genuine, I've written it down so I don't forget anything. So here we go. The last time we were up here I stated that Dylan still didn't lift a wheel. And it's been an ongoing joke ever since with the crew. However, at the start of the Jeep track, our last video, part 2, and we all missed it, Dylan did in fact lift a wheel. And here it is in slow motion, because just in case everybody else missed it, and I'll slow it right down. I'll even try and zoom in if it doesn't pixelate, and you will clearly see that Dylan did in fact lift a wheel. So, I'd like to take this opportunity to apologise to Dylan for getting that wrong. So there you go. And now that's over and done with. Dylan isn't actually with us today. After he accidentally centred up a sand dune up near Geraldton on our Horrocks trip, he's gone off to the Department of Transport to get himself a set of P-plates. Nah, just kidding, just kidding. So anyway, where are we? Good question. We are on Talbot Road. For those of you that know Talbot Road, that's the Great Southern Highway, just back there. It's the road where the Powerlines track ends. I'll take these off. So where you go up that last challenge on the Powerlines track, and then you run along the fence line and you come to an intersection, that crossroads there is actually Talbot Road. But we're not going on the Powerlines track today. I've been given some directions and a map to another track that runs further east, and we're going to follow that trail and hopefully wind our way up to Mount Observation and have some lunch and take in the views up there. So, but before we do that, anybody who knows this road knows that the corrugations are absolutely horrendous. So I'm going to drop some air out of these babies and make it a bit more comfortable. Not quite sure what the terrain is like on this trail that we're doing. I believe there's a few challenges on it, but I don't think it's too bad. But I'm going to drop these down to about 20 just in case, and we'll see how we go. All right. And Pete, WA Camping Adventures, I've taken your advice, mate. I'm not putting the valve in my mouth anymore because, as you say, dogs piss on them. Thanks for the tip, bud. Alright guys, well here we are, all airing down. I'll just run you through the cars that are along today. So of course we've got Gaz in the Jeep. One of our subscribers, Paul, the Golden Eagle, you've seen that one before. And Paul,
G'day.
He did enter the competition and he did win a sticker, so there you go mate, awesome. Your sticker. You. Even though he's already got one, look at that. Brad, the big Hemi. And Benno rounding up the tail in the 105. With his new rubber, look at that. Never been off-road. Alright guys, it actually looks like this road's been graded, so it mightn't be as bad as it normally is, but never mind. We are prepared, and we're going to head on up the track. the first part of the track. There's actually a bit of bitumen between along Talbot Road West there, so you probably don't need to air down where we aired down because they've actually graded the road. But never mind, it's all good. It doesn't take long before you get back on the dirt, and we are currently heading along the track. So far it's quite tame. We took a slight diversion to the left on the way in, and there was a couple of little ruts in there, but apart from that, it's all good. Alright, we'll see what the rest of it's got to offer. Alright, this bit looks interesting. Let's go and have a look. Yeah, there's a serious rut to get across here. Let's have a look. Or you could go round it. Doesn't look that bad. I'll give it a go. What's the point of coming out if you don't give it a go? So. And there we go, all successfully down. Be nice to have 35s and a big lift, wouldn't it?
Not even a wheel off.
You just drive straight through the ruts. You alright? What's next? That away. Right, that was an interesting little piece of the track. It wasn't too bad. It looked worse than it was, but we all got down it alright. And this track's actually had a bulldozer through the first part of it, but I think it's a bulldozer driver with a sense of adventure, because he's left a few holes in it and left a few bumps, a few ruts in it still. So, but oh, it's getting very narrow now, a little bit scratchy, but apart from that, it's not too bad. All right, we will venture on and see what's around the corner.
I'm from the east side of America, where we choose pride over character, and we pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. I live on the west side of America, where they spin lies into fairy dust, and we pick sides, but this is us, this is us, this is. And don't believe the narcissism when everyone projects and expects you to listen to them. Make no mistake, I live in a prison that I built myself, it is my religion. And they say that I am the sick boy, easy to say when they don't take the risk, boy. Welcome to the narcissism, we're united under our indifference. And I'm from the east side of America, where a distance to the time.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Now, passenger. Yep, hard passenger.
This is us, this is.
Let's not take the track, it's just, you know, that is a track.
Where they spin lies into fairy dust.
Alright, my turn to give this challenge a go. Now, as I've said before, I'm not a big fan of rock hopping, but this challenge doesn't look too bad. Mind you, needed the last one where I busted my door, but never mind. We'll see how we go. Guys, when you see shit like this on the track, don't do what we did. Only take a few minutes to clear it off. And oh, look at that, Mr. Muscles. How heavy do you reckon that one is?
Drop the dead tree on the light one.
Megan, look at that.
Yeah.
A few seconds work and it's all open.
Yep.
And you don't have to create another track. So there you go. Our good deed for the day. And we will carry on. much the extension of the Powerlines track, if anybody wants to know what track that was that we just went on. That part of our journey today is actually the extension of the Powerlines track, which rings all the way through the forest and meets up with Catchment Road, which is what we're about to jump onto and head to Mount Observation. So we will see you up there. Well folks, well here we are at Mount Observation and we're a little bit early, so we're just going to hang out here for a while and have some lunch. So it's about 11:30 Saturday morning. Mount Observation is on Catchment Road up in the hills if you're looking for it, and there's toilets here. I'll take you down to show you them, and some tables so you can actually have a nice picnic lunch here if you want. So we're going to take some time and take in the view. So there you can see. Yeah, there's a few tables scattered around. There's a fire pit barbecue over there, which of course you can't use at this time of the year. And over to my right, Gary's got his spot. And along this pathway here, I don't know if it's a long drop or a normal toilet. Let's have a look. Looks like a long drop to me, except there's no toilet paper. Water tank. Yeah, there you go. Alright, so well worth a stop for lunch if you're planning a four-wheel drive trek through the hills. Good place to stop for morning tea or a bit of lunch. Alright, cheers guys. Alright, Gary's not cooking lunch today. We're all sorting our own out. So I've just got a little bit of roast beef and gravy and onion in the Travel Buddy. It should be nice and warm by now because I put it in about an hour ago. Yeah, nice roll. Nothing too fancy today. We can't make Gary cook all the time. Well, we could, but you know. Give the old boy a break. Probably need a fork, I guess. And here's one I prepared earlier. Look at that, something simple as a few slices of roast beef, bit of gravy and a bit of onion. Magnificent. Folks, well that's lunch. It's a nice relaxing lunch on the top of Mount Observation, so a pretty cool spot. Nice and shady. It's a little bit warm outside today. It's 28 degrees, so it's not too bad. It's Still dusty as hell though, but then it is still the middle of summer. So anyway, we're not quite sure what the rest of the day is going to have in store for us, so we're just going to make our way back down through the tracks now towards Sawyers Valley and see how we go from there. And
Turn down the right there.
we will head off. Yeah, turn right, mate. Ben almost missed the turn. We won't count that one because there is 2 right turns. So there he goes. That was not a U-turn, that was a right turn. A very sharp right turn. Alright, so yeah, let's see where this road takes us. So now I've been out here before, but I don't really remember the way through. But we're going to see if we can find some interesting bits to play on. So join us for the ride. Alright, cheers. Yeah. Alright, well we were following Catchment Road. And to try and get back through to Talbot Road, and we kind of might have taken a wrong turn, but I think we might be back on the right track now. But that's all good. There's another road there, but oh god, where's Ben gone? It is as dusty as hell out here, folks, but never mind. We'll find our way through eventually. That's all part of the adventure. Exploring the tracks and finding your way through. Alright. Gary can't see where he's going either. Alright, let's see where this track brings us out on. Alright, well we have been driving around for a bit. We've made our way from Mount Observation using dirt roads all the way down to, and now we're at the back of Sawyers Valley. We've just come across this awesome, well it's a dry creek bed, but if it was running it would be beautiful. So, not much water in it now, but you do come across some nice spots when you're out on the tracks, folks. And if this was running water through here, it would be beautiful, but no water here today, so never mind, we will keep pushing on. So yeah, you can see quite obviously that's a creek, and it would be pretty spectacular if there was water running through there. Anyway, we're going to keep pushing on. Interesting hill climb. Yeah, I'm gonna cross here.
And then just hug the driver's side on that, and then the other one will come over here, and then get over that side. Well, on the bright side, you tip yourself up so you miss this rock.
You're right, keep walking.
Yep, still going into that one.
You're right, keep coming. No, you're right, bud. Keep coming. You're nearly down. Don't let the wheel start coming down. Any time now, it'll come down. You're right, keep coming. Yeah.
I can't see that side.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Just go straight.
Keep it coming.
Keep it coming slowly. You're right. I can see this wheels. We're going up more. Back.
No, but your front's level. Just let. Just.
Put Gary on the back.
Hey, Gary, rate his fridge while he's there. Check his tyre pressures. You're right, keep coming. You're up.
Far out, that's up there. I can see why you're a bit concerned.
That's really awkward. I'm not taking that line.
Nah, you'll be fine.
I'm going over further.
You're up. Keep coming. Keep coming.
My steering right?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, just keep following that.
Yeah, you're coming down now. That's got to feel better.
Trust me.
Trust me now.
That's silly. I say it, I don't believe it.
Trust written all over my phone.
This rock here, as you were coming further, it was pushing you higher on this side.
Yeah, well, that's what it was doing. That was a horrible feeling.
But then I was starting to come down.
Look really
I was
good on
watching
the
your
camera.
front wheel the whole time.
Yeah, nah. It was your front was planted. All I had to do was you keep coming, it would just level out. Yeah, and it was exactly what it did.
Yeah,
Just like every time you said keep coming forward, I was going further and further over, and I'm like, you sure?
Ben was watching your front wheel from the back.
It wouldn't have looked.
See your front wheel easily from the back.
You don't come much more this way.
Go the other way.
No.
That was much better than yours.
Gary should be driving an Isuzu. He goes his own way. I straddled it. Yeah, it feels awesome, doesn't it? Hey, keep going, you'll be fine.
Hang on, what's this? We got a bit of Horrocks on the track.
That didn't hurt a bit, did it? Alright, well that was interesting. Now let's go and see what's around the corner. Oh, dear. Yeah, the track ends just down there, so. Stay left, mate. And he made it! Woohoo! Folks, well, you may recognise that last hill that we did. That was the one that we did beyond Sawyers Valley, our secret little hill. But, it's the hill that keeps on giving, I tell you. It's an awesome hill, and it can be very challenging in parts, but we just thought we'd finish this trip off with that hill. So we are now heading back towards the end of the day, end of the track, and we'll air up and head home. So. Right, just going to do a bit of an experiment. You saw me drop my tyres to 20 this morning, and I have been driving around on them all day. And I'm just going to check the pressure on them now to see what they are. And look at that. I would have thought they'd be slightly higher, but 21. So I've gone up 1 pound, which isn't as bad as I thought it would be. All right, let's pump these babies up. Just before we do finally sign off, just like to say thanks to Paul for coming along.
Thank you very much.
Hope you enjoyed the trip.
Yeah, it was good. Good day.
We didn't drive you around the bush too much.
No, that's all good.
And look at that, not a scratch on it. It's hardly even dirty. That's because it's had rhino hide on it. But, all right, I hope you enjoyed it. I would normally give you a sticker, but you've got 2 now, that's enough.
Yeah. Good.
All right guys, well that's pretty much it for our trip today. That is Gorrie Road behind me, and that is the Great Eastern Highway. And we are at the end of our journey now. We started at Talbot Road up that way, took a road called Owen Road off that road, and we made our way up to Mount Observation. And from there we followed just some plain old dirt tracks back down towards Sawyers Valley, and then we climbed over the top of Mount Gorrie, which you saw. So there you go, giving you a little hint where that track might be. But it is very hard to find. Even we know where it is, and we had trouble finding it again. So good luck. But I just hope these videos that we do up here show you that there's a little bit more to this area than the Powerlines track. Once you've done the Powerlines track 10, 20 times, it gets a little bit boring. And there are a heap of other tracks. We've discovered another track up here today that was awesome. You saw me nearly shit myself on that one, and I can tell you what, I don't think I've ever had my back wheel that far off the ground before in my life. So there you go. A first for me. But wow, what an interesting hill descent, and I bet you it would be just as even more fun going back up the other way. But I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and help support the channel. I hope you enjoy the content that we put up, and we'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, this is my air cleaner after our little trip. I just thought I'd show how dusty they can get after a day out on the trucks. Look at that. That's just a few taps. So it pays to replace them more often than you think, because that shit gets in your engine, it's all over. So yeah, look at that. Yuck. Alright, cheers.